Oh man. What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube, Mike? It's me, Mike. Let's see who's gonna be the first one in here, Mike. See, gonna be the first one in here. New boy Jen, yes sir. AM Visuals, Cuz Lightyear Airsoft, Loyalty, little fella, AA. That Avalon like, homie. Asiatic Soldier, Chris, third. Frederick, man, you know what? I'm gonna have to slow this down because man, it's going so quick. Man, I'm not gonna be able to answer no questions. Sheesh. All these people come in and say it's ain't number 2 people in here. Man, y'all hit that like button, man. Little T-Dog, I see you. Hit that like button coming in, man. You know, we get to 100, we gonna go there. Oh, man. Chris Taylor, what's happening? Pump 17, straight from the gate. Neff, what's up, Neff? What Neff be Johnny on the spot, man. AM Righteous 1, okay. New boy Jen, Pump Chris Taylor, okay. I see y'all, homie. We at 84. We at 84, man. We gonna hit this 100, man. And we just gonna talk about some stuff, you know. Ain't nothing really, you know what I'm saying, devastating that we gonna have to, but now we gonna talk about whatever come up, we gonna talk. Then if you want to come on, I'm gonna talk a little bit, then I'm gonna put the thing in. I'm waiting for Trump to spank Kamala in this debate. Yes, sir. You know, we gonna come on up, man, and we gonna kick it a little bit, man. Foundation Nation for the win. Y'all know what's happening. What you say? You at Granny's on Avalon? Man, get you one of them breakfast burritos, man, and an apple fritter, homie. Jelon Washington, Avalon. That's right, homie. Edward Williams, Big Tune, what they do? Check it in. South Carolina in the house. Okay. Car CEO. I see you, homie. Flanzel. Boy, that's a cold name there. Mark Andrus, 00 Earn. The Yak God. I see you. Melon Crows. Where you at, homie? I see you. Okay, all right. Billy McGill, I see you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Much love. Thank you. Much love. We at 94, man. We get us 6 more people. We're going to be off to the races. Keep it 100. I see you. Nashville, Tennessee in here. E-Ride, Brett, how you pronounce that? Shman. All right. FFG Mucho, I see you, homie. Back again. Maurice, 7 Mile in the house. Pump said, you doing the try your luck this season too. Okay. Darnell Moore, Big Tune. John Doe. Head count. Man, how many likes been hit, man? It showed 94 people in here. It probably would go up. How many likes done came in, man? Oh, we at 100. It done hit 100, y'all. What's really going on, Mike? We done hit 100. My question was, Caraway, a SB, it kind of went up fast. I couldn't see it. But I don't think Caraway was affiliated with the SBs or the ABs. He was just a down white dude. Straight killer too, man. He wasn't nothing to play with. John Doe, one left. Firefox. Yeah, man. Auburn got a long season ahead, man. Yeah, he got a long season ahead, man. Yeah, man, got a long season, man. Auburn, man. If they don't get that garbage quarterback off the field and get this old senior citizen of a head coach we got out the way, we gonna be in trouble. Gangster in the chat. Okay. Keep it the Gangster Avalon. Okay. Puppy Low, what's going down? Okay. And y'all talk to me, man. Y'all know one of the topics gonna be what we been talking about in LA for a long time now. Not for a long time, but well, you can say for a long time, but it's really kind of come up a whole lot lately. It's this peace thing, man. It's this peace thing, man. Cartoon, did you ever run into Lil Bob from Blackstone? Never knew him. It's this peace thing, y'all. I want to know what y'all feel, what y'all think. I'm hoping that it's some youngsters out of LA that's gonna be in here, that's willing to come on and say what they feel. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what they feel. I want to know what them and they homies when they with each other talk about. Cause let me show you something. I understand exactly where them youngsters coming from. I understand it exactly. And the reason why I say I understand it is because at one time I was young myself. At one time I was young, I was wild. I didn't want to hear what the G homies was talking about. None of that. But the difference was in my generation, even if we didn't want to hear what the G homies was talking about, we never outright disrespected them. We never outright in their face went against what they was talking about. But we would listen and we sit there, we keep our mouth shut. Okay, put it down, put it down. But when the meeting was over with and we walked away with our peers, you know, yeah, we I ain't gonna even lie, you know, even me, I was on some, hey, cub, man, hey, you know what I'm saying? Man, we finna go bust them, we finna go do this, we finna go that, you know. And one of the main differences is now is them youngsters nowadays, they ain't even gonna wait till the meeting over with. They just gonna, man, whoa. To the point to where, man, times have changed so much because it's become detrimental, man. I done lost some homies, man. I'm talking about some real good homies that I grew up with or that might have been a generation up under me. I've lost them to what we call inner set violence based on older homies getting into it with younger homies. You know what I'm saying? And these youngsters up to date, you can't just do them. I see, who is that? Hey, someone here. I enjoy your content. I watch each of the video question. Sister from the Northwest, east down to the South side. Thank you. Whoever that was, I couldn't see who that was. I'm gonna have to go back. But I thank you in advance. But these young dudes nowadays, you can't really just check them the way we used to get checked when I was young. You know, our homies, man, my G homie, man, look, if we didn't do something correctly or right, like I give you a perfect example. I'm gonna go back to when I was about 13 or 14, and I'm gonna say 12 or 13. Bell up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, back then we had a dress code, and you know, bell up in the hood, and you know, we see the homies, you know, we used to always get at that, but in my set, guys, y'all know I'm a trader. So it was mandatory when you bell up and like an older homie, like, what's up, little homie? What's up, cuz? You know, boom. And it had boom, boom, boom. Everything had to be 3 times. And you know, coming into this thing, if you're not conscious of it, you so used to go just bow, bow, and that's it. But now, you know, when you belling up in the set, you know, you from the set now, and you pop, 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 and miss that third dap, man, a homie will fire on you. Bam! Oh, cuz. You'll look like, dang, man, what's up? What I do, big homie? He say, cuz, and you know, homies, because it happened to me. I'm giving you the scenario that happened to me. And homie, and you know, G homies be like, cuz, man, you know we do everything 3 times, fool. You don't do nothing 2 times. You do it 3 times. You hear me? And I'm looking like, yeah, all right, cuz, you know, I got it, you know, yeah. Now, that was back in the 70s. Whereas now, man, you been and fired on one of them little youngsters and and they finna, you been fired on one of them youngsters nowadays, boy. Ooh, y'all know what going here, don't you? Yeah, y'all, that's one of them holsters. Boy, you fire on one of them youngsters now, boy. And you know what? And the reason why I'm saying this, why I know I can say this, I'm gonna give y'all a slight story. I'm gonna give you a slight story on an incident that happened back when I first got out of prison. When this took place, I hadn't been out of prison no more than a month, maybe a month and a half. I hadn't been out of prison maybe no more than that. Now, of course, with me being locked up in Alabama for 23 years, I got a lot of little young homies that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My generation, this ain't no lie. From the generation that I'm from the third generation. Now, when I say the third generation, y'all got to understand, that's not something that's written in stone. It's based on the set that you're from. When you hear people say, I'm from the first generation, the second, the third, or blah, 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 whatever. The original first generation is the homies who bang with Raymond. But I'm not speaking on it from that point of view. When I say the generation, it's based on your set, because you got a lot of sets that been out way longer than other sets. For instance, my third generation, me, when I started before some other sets was even out. You got a lot of other sets that came out in the 80s, the 90s, and some of them came out in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So when I say third generation, I'm speaking on my set. You know what I'm saying? It's different. But anyway, I'm third generation from my set. So look, lost my train of thought. Oh, a lot of the dudes that I started banging with, man, gone. It was like, I'm a round it off, give or take a few, but it was about 30 of us. My little crew, when I came into this thing, it was like 30 of us. And out of that, it was 30 solid, man. Us little youngsters, man, running around. We see the G homies, but now us 30 right here, this was us. This 30 right here was the ones who put Fire Trail on their back and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? We was the YA babies, the in and out of juvenile hall babies. You know what I'm saying? On to the county jail and prison. But anyway, out of my generation, homie, out the 30 of us that came about, it might be 8 of us left. It might be 8 of us left. So we gone, But anyway, on to the story that I was gonna tell you. So look, Y means youth authority. It's like juvenile prison. Instead of, before you go to county jail and the prison, you go to what's called CYA, California Youth Authority. It's for it's juvenile prison. How many cliques in your hood? Oh man, about 4. So look, I get out, boom. I come to the set, and we kicking it. And this was on the homies set day, on the 8/8 Avalon set day. We had been partying all that day, man. We've been partying. So at the end of the day, we came to a place. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was in Compton or just further down Avalon or something like that, but it was called the Horse Stables. Now, anybody from LA, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. The Horse Stables. That's where a lot of homies go there. What they go there for, I don't know, because I don't give a dang about no horse. Not me personally, but I'm just going where the homies at. So look, we there, we party. Now, we have been in the park, with each other and all day. Now, I ain't talking about South Park. We was in the park way out in Hawthorne somewhere, A few of the homies from 11-8, Hawthorne 11-8 Gangsters, they showed up. But anyway, so now when the day was ending, we was at the Horse Stables. As usual, what I'm saying, music playing, homegirls out there twerking, dancing, doing whatever they do. And, homies getting drunk. As usual, I believe every set go through the same thing, especially when you got multiple different fractions, factions, all up under the same umbrella, but different factions. Of course, the Avalons, you got 40th Street Avalon, 5 Trey Avalon, 88th Street, and 116th Street. So you put us all together, it's a whole bunch of different personalities here, even though this was on 88 day. So look, I'm way in the back. Homegirls back there dropping it like it's hot. I'm back there filming. So one of the homies like, oh, cuz, man, went to moving around real quick. So when I go to look, I'm like, man, what's up? They like, man, they tripping, cuz, they tripping. So now when he say that, I'm thinking somebody from another set is tripping. You know? Now, hey, I'm with the bull. You know what I'm saying? I keep it on a low level, especially back then when I first got out. I'm kind of mellow now, but when I first got out, man, I was, oh man. So look, I run to the front. When I run to the front, you're going to see a crowd of people moving around and, a bunch of voices hooping and hollering and rhyme. I don't know what the issue is at the time. I see one of the homies. I'm like, cuz, man, where's that? Now, the homie that I'm talking about, he had just had like a little mini, a mini Draco at the time. Had that mini Draco, Black Only Immigrants Free House Loan. Oh, no. But anyway, so I seen him with the mini earlier that day. So I'm like, cuz, man, give me that. Man, give it here. So he's standing up on the top of one of the homies' trucks. So I'm telling cuz, I'm like, man, cuz, give me that. So when I'm saying, give me that, cuz, man, I ain't finna play, period, homie. Man, don't come to the Avalon day acting a fool. You getting the whole 9 yards fooling with me and a lot of the other homies too. But what it was the homies getting into it with each other. When I'm asking the homie for the heat, he told me like, he was like, no, Toon, them the homies. I'm like, who? He like, man, the homies getting into it. So I'm like, what? I go over there. The 5 trays and the 8-8s, they having a dispute. It happens every set day with a lot of sets. They having some type of dispute. Them youngsters getting into it. A few of the homies drunk. They going back and forth, whatever they going back and forth with. So I noticed it was one of my young homies. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was a baby in a long line from 1 all the way down to 6. He was number 3. He was baby, his name. So I'm like, cuz, man, I'm standing there for a minute. I'm looking, I'm watching. Now I don't know the little youngster from Adam's Cat. In fact, it's 6 of them, but I only know the big one. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't know them, period. I don't know them, period. I just know the big one. So anyway, I'm looking for a minute to see what was up. Okay, Dreadlock, I see you. And when I see what it is, I see my little homie. He's the one. He's the catalyst in this thing. Yeah. Now me, I'm not one for that mess. I hate to see my homies get into it with each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what street they are. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, you ask man, cub, man, where you from? I'm from Avalon. What street? In a heartbeat, we'll tell you I'm from all of them. But now within the inner workings of us, you know what I'm saying? That, it'll be some separating going on here and there, a little weird stuff. So now when I see the little homie tripping, Mr. 512, I see you. What's up, cuz? So I tell the homie, I'm like, homie, chill out, man. Kick back, homie. You tripping. So at first he ignored me. So I get in his face. I'm like, hey, little cuz, didn't I tell you? I say, man, kick back, man. We don't fight each other. We don't do this. This ain't what we do. So now he keyed it on me like, man, that fool tripping. Woo. And he keep looking off, trying to like pass words with another one of the homies from 8-8. So I tell him, I'm like, hey, cuz, you ain't hear what I said? So when he spin around, look at me, he like, well, he says, I say, cuz, you keep tripping, cuz I'm gonna make you leave, homie. So when I told him that, he say, what? I say, cuz, if you keep tripping, I'm gonna make you leave. So he like, cuz, I ain't going nowhere. I'm like, what? He like, cuz, I ain't going nowhere. I'm like, cuz, if I tell you to leave, you will leave. Oh, cuz, who you think you are? So he back up. No, it wasn't the Jokers. So he back up and he like, cuz, man, I ain't going nowhere on Crip. What? This little youngster just told me he ain't going nowhere on Crip. Ooh, cuz. Now, when you say that, I'm from the old school, it registers. That means no matter what nobody say, you have just declared that you are not leaving if me or whoever told you to leave. You ain't going nowhere. I took that to heart, y'all. I took that to heart real fast. So I go to bell up on him, and so he back up and lift his shirt up. When he lift his shirt up, I see the handle of the 4.5. I'm like, what? Before I could even react, y'all, another one of the homies jumped in and like grabbed Cub by the shirt and pushed him back. Like, man, what you doing? Man, what you doing? Man, you don't know who this is? Of course, the Lester didn't know me from Adam's Cat. This was probably his first time ever seeing me. But another homie that I'm, good with, he checked him royally for what he did. But now I'm hot. I'm like, first time for everything. I ain't gonna even lie. I really want to get this young kid to business. But I ain't never been one to like do dirt to my own set like that. But I really want to get this youngster to business because in all intent and purposes, basically what you was telling me is like, man, back up, or I'm gonna give you one. Now I show you how times have changed. Now back in the day, I'd have just went on and booted Cuz off the set. He'd had to go. Not now, but right now. We wasn't even gonna wait till the next day to have no meeting or none of that. Cuz, get off the set and don't come back around here no more, or else. That's the type of guy I was back then. I guess I done got older and I done got a little soul. When the other homie checked him, he wrapped his arm around my shoulder. He like, big homie, Cuz, walk with me, Cuz, just walk. He said, man, and he explained to him, I know you don't know that youngster don't know you, and da-da-da-da-da-da, seldom seen, I see you. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But now, we swept it under the rug. It didn't go nowhere past that. But that is the mentality of these youngsters of today. That would have never happened. Bin Laden Chopper, I see you, homie. That would have never happened back in the day during my time. As far as me displaying that type of activity or that type of get down toward one of my G homies, never, ever, ever. Did I exile them? No, but some been exiled. It's been a lot of fools kicked off the island. But yeah, that would have never happened, man, back in the day. But in this day and age, it happens, man. But I tell you all the time, don't nothing remain the same but change. And things change. Much love and respect, big homie. North Carolina in the house. I see you, Don Skeezy. So anyway, man, this big peace movement that we got going on in LA, it can happen. It's an uphill battle, like I've been saying. I'm talking about uphill all the way around the table. Uphill. Shout out Toon, Caroline Check. Okay, Don, what up, Mr. Toon? Okay. But yeah, I'm playing it by ear, y'all. I'm playing it by ear. And to the point to where it's like this here. Even if we can't get peace amongst everybody in the whole city, even if peace can't be made with us, with each other in the city, the Avalons are going to try to do their best to make peace in our section. Jonathan Cabrera, gifted 5 cartoon membership. Okay, I see you, homie. Thank you. But what we going to try to do, we can't speak for every set in LA. We can't represent for every set in LA. So when it look like it ain't going right or it ain't doing the right thing, we can only speak for Five Trey Avalon. You know what I'm saying? Or for the Avalons. And really just for the 5 Treys, because the 8/8s, they got other Crip enemies. I mean, we all got the same Crip enemies, but they got something going on down on their end that's like real personal with them. So just because, say, like, if the 5 Treys call peace with the 4 Treys, that don't mean the 8/8s are going to just up and call peace with the 8/7 gangsters. It don't work like that. When they ready to come to the table and do it, we going to follow suit with them. Just like we ready to come to the table with the 4 Treys, they going to follow suit with us. So it's just a process, homie. It's a process, man. Because if we don't, man, I know much love from San Gabriel Valley. All right, Jay Larios, I see you, homie. Billy McGill, too, did you ever make up with your father? Is he still? You know, my pops passed away, man, and he passed away. We was on bad terms. We was on bad terms, you know. I see you show your love. I see you, cuz. So me and pops passed away on bad terms. It happened. It's one of them things, man. But now back to the lesson at hand. Between Avalon and Pueblo, so anything is possible. Yeah, that's real. Have y'all been seeing the drama that's going on, like over there in Colorado and Chicago and different places like that with the Venezuelan immigrants? What up, Toon from A-Trade Gangster District? I see you, see. But have y'all seen that, man? These Venezuelans, now all this is due to the Biden administration. I ain't trying to get into no politics tonight, but all this is due to Kamala and Joe Biden. They the ones open up the borders and let everybody and their mama come through. In the last 4 years of the Biden administration, you have upwards, not just at this number, but this number and upwards of 25 million immigrants have came through the United States border since Biden been in office. He let them right on in. And now here it is, everybody crying about the crime rate, like in New York and Chicago. You got all these immigrants coming in and they robbing, they stealing, they killing, they doing whatever they do. You got to understand a lot of these, we're going to go back to Venezuela. Venezuela opened up their prisons. They pulled a Fidel Castro, Cuba on us. When Fidel Castro and Cuba opened up their prisons and sent all their prisoners over there to Florida, sent them to America. That's the same thing Venezuela just did. They opened up their prisons and they sent all their prisoners, all them hardheads over to America. And America just let them right on in. And now you got to look. They not over. That's a third world country, man. They not over there with the kind of laws that America has, with the things that America have going on. Man, these fools running around with K's on their shoulder, heat all in that. You know what I'm saying? Gun you down in the front yard, all in the middle of the street. Police ain't tripping because they gonna give it to the police too. You feel what I'm saying? Now they come to America with the same type of mentality. Get down where you get mad at. Man, they not understanding. Man, America got all these cameras. Everybody and their mama got a phone. They telling like you can't, but now they over here with the tough. They over here with the tough. So now, and it ain't finna go nowhere no time soon. It's not finna go nowhere no time soon. America, the government that we have right now, has made all type of little funny bunny laws to give all these immigrants that's done came through the borders money, $5,000 subsidy checks, food stamps, money, housing. They giving these people all of this. All of this. Now, when you got 50 million Americans over here that's homeless, sleeping under the bridge, they ain't studying them. They ain't studying Americans that's already here. They want to make all these immigrants that's coming over happy, giving them housing free, money free, all that. Y'all go on, get comfortable. Y'all just come take over the whole United States. Go on, get comfortable. And so now here it is. Yeah, they smelling themselves. They smelling themselves, man. They think they can't be touched. You know, they just chipped the little youngster out in Chicago a few weeks ago. I forgot. I don't know if he was GD or BD or he was one of them gangs out there. So now his people, they going at it in Chicago with these cats, hot and heavy, man. You see what they did in Colorado, in Aurora. When I say Aurora, that's in Aurora, but you might as well say Denver, because Denver and Aurora, dang, they're the same thing. But now right there in Aurora, they taking over whole apartment complexes. They running up in there, kicking in the door, making you get out, making you get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Salute Big Tune, Mount Long as a Crip, okay, homie. Black Warrior Spirit, I see you. They running up in there with the heat hanging over their shoulders. Get out, get your stuff and get on. Man, I was gonna do a video. I took some clips from a dude talking. It's to the point now where it's going down so hard in Colorado that the motorcycle gang, the Hells Angels, they done posseed up and they went out there. They like, man, look, y'all ain't finna come do all of this. They gave them a warning. I had the video of the warning. One of the Hells Angels got on there and gave him a warning and told him, look, you do not want to see us. You do not want us to come to you. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember verbatim what all he was saying, but basically he was letting them know, man, if y'all don't get somewhere and sit down, all the Hells Angels finna come down on y'all, man. And they gonna do the dang thing. They gonna do the dang thing. Dang, D-A-N-G. Because if I don't correct you, somebody say, ooh, Tune was cussing. I done seen that in the comments on several videos. I'm like, huh? I don't cuss. You might think I said something, but I don't. Seven Pharaoh, I see you half dead. But so you know it's getting to that point. And if you don't think it's gonna come to a city near you, you know how they say, coming to a city near you. If you think it ain't gonna come to a city near you, you sadly mistaken, because they are here and they probably here to stay, y'all. So now here it is. You have a lot of other races. They say, well, you know, they say, you know, Trump and whoever was racist for wanting to build a wall. For wanting to build a wall to keep out what's been let in, boom. But now they say, right. But now, of course, other people gonna say that because they want their people over here. You know what I'm saying? It's three sides to every story, man. But I mean, I can see the effects of it right here in Birmingham, Alabama. Right here in Birmingham, Alabama. Since I've been out of prison, I see the effects of the borders being open because people are here in Birmingham now that wasn't here before. No. When I say here, y'all, I'm not talking about just one or two. No. I'm speaking in mass that took over whole areas to the point to where you looking like, what? Huh? This ain't no lie, man. Right here in Birmingham, man. Right here in Birmingham. Man, you got a taco truck on every corner now almost. Yeah. That's real. That's real. Never seen it before. Never seen it before. Now, right now, as we speak, this day right here, you can come to Birmingham, Alabama. Look, Billy McGill say Mobile too. You can come to Birmingham, Alabama, and drive down wherever you want to drive, whatever area you want to go to, and you would think you in LA. The way LA got a taco truck on every corner, that's how Birmingham, Alabama is now. Got a taco truck on every corner. And I ain't, you know, it ain't no thing to me because I love the food. Neighborhood Real, what's up, cuz? You know, it ain't no thing to me because I like the food, but I'm just saying you can see the change, the demographic change. You say Kamala on their line. That's all she gonna do is lie, act fake like she black. But yeah, matter of fact, now I'm finna put the link in for whoever want to come up, man. You know what I'm saying? Aniston, Frankie Fleetwood, Aniston, and Montgomery. Hey, man, I'm here. Shoot. Hold on. I'm back. I'm back. I messed that thing off, man. Tune is 78 years old. No, man. If you want to know, look, if you want to know the truth, what happened, I got a new phone, y'all. I got a new phone, and it's hard to work it, man. It's hard to work it. I just went today back to the T-Mobile store to get a new one. I got to get rid of this phone, man. Hey, Big Tune, you know Big Evil from Swans? I don't know him, man. I don't know him. I've heard of him, but I don't know him personally. A lot of y'all ask me, do I know him? I don't know him, homie. Anonymous. Okay, I was about to say YouTube sensitive. Okay, JJ, when he should have bought a account. Okay, we thought you left and went to Walmart. I'm here. Pat Elston. Y'all see my Bears? Quarterback didn't look like spit, man. Came out there with all that fingernail polish on. Talk about he the #1 draft pick and didn't look like nothing. Man, the white dude they got, Tyson Bagent, he the one. Do you know Lil Devil from 107? If so, any stories about him? Me and Lil Devil was in Y together, I think. Back at it. Yeah, man. Nick Reed, the Beavers. Okay, look. The Bears gonna be good this year, just the Bears. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So look, seeing that this phone, I don't really want to take a chance in due time. You know what? Look, y'all, I'm gonna try this one more time. Jap is doing good. Jap is doing real good. He's gonna be doing very, very well real soon. Y'all just stay posted up and you will see. I'm gonna try this one more time, y'all. I'm gonna try it one more time. If it mess up, I'm just gonna get out of there. Bang. It didn't mess up that time. It didn't do the right thing, though. Okay. I ain't gonna fool with it. I ain't gonna fool with it, Foundation. I ain't gonna fool with it, because if it go off again, I'm gonna lose all y'all. Thank you, bro. Jonathan Cabrera, BB Rule he messes it up. Tell him again, homie. Man, I be messing up, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't be mad at me. I had a homie went to San Quentin and left. Sadly, he passed a few years ago from heart attack. What year was he there? Was he there with me? I was there in 86, 87. Okay. Melon Crows, I see you. Kamala, a chameleon. Much love, big homie. Anytime you go live, if I got a few bucks, I got to throw it your way, OG. Okay, thank you, homie. I'm finna start. You know what, though? I know I ain't been going live the way I'm supposed to. I'm finna stop doing that. I'm finna start going live a whole lot more, because that gives me a way to interact more with y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of questions that I don't answer in the comments, I'll answer them now. Like, so if you've asked me something in my comments in my other videos, and I didn't get around to, if I didn't see it or I didn't answer it, here's your chance to ask it right now. And once I read it, I got you. I'm gonna answer. Still right to this day, you think what percentage? Text me that again so I can see it. Do it every Friday or something. It'll probably be, now, seeing that it's football season, it'll probably be Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days. Black Power. Okay, I see you. Step in range. Did you run across Turtle from Santana Block? I never ran across Cuz. Never ran across him. Tune, can I get at you on IG? Love to discuss. Of course, homie. You already know you can. You know. Don Skeezy, we be on the other sites representing for you, big homie. That's what's up, cuz. That's what's up, man. Don Skeezy in the house. Good looking out, man. You know what I'm saying? Share it on Facebook, the whole hookup. But Don, look, this what I much respect to him. Keep elevating. DZ Brim. Okay, good looking out, homie. Bang, bang, NTB. I used to request Sundays. Oh, it went fast. It's going fast. But man, listen, I seen the dude. I don't know if a lot of y'all watch this show, Country Wayne, but on that show, Country Wayne on YouTube, one of the main characters is the dude Mike Bless, big light skinned fool. I be trying to hit him. I be trying to hit him on Instagram. Frankie Fleetwood, I see you, homie. Thank you, sir. We know you an Auburn fan, but these big bad Georgia Bulldogs got love for you, big. All right, that's what's up, homie. You know what I'm saying? Georgia ain't playing. Tune, have you ran into any solid rips from North Long Beach? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the dude Mike Bless from No Jumper. I mean, excuse me, from Cuz, what is it? Country Wayne. He on Instagram. I've been trying to get at him, but it don't seem like I ain't doing no good. So if y'all can get at him through Facebook or either through Instagram, Mike Bless, BLESS, man, y'all flood his Instagram and his Facebook page for me, man. Tell him, man, I'm trying to get at him. Let him know y'all want to see me on Country Wayne, man. So if y'all get at him enough and let him know how to get at me, Mike can get it done. But I'm trying to get in that thing bad. But y'all hit him for me, man. Y'all foundation come together for me, man. And just flood him to the point where he say, man, let me see who Cartoon is. And I can get at it, man. Oh, Candy Hustle in Alabama. What was that? Okay, hold on, homie. You asked me something, but I missed it. Pound, let me see. Yo, Tune, I was listening to Banky Pound, and he was talking about how dudes be making and selling candy in jail. Is there a candy hustle in Alabama prison? Yes, there is, homie. Okay. The last few years before I got out of prison, look, in Alabama prison, homie, listen, it's so hard. If you don't have nobody on the street that's looking out for you, it's hard because you know, it's free slave labor. You're not getting no money for nothing you do. That's how come the robbing and the assaults and all that is so high in the Alabama prison. It's very high in the Alabama prison because dudes, they come together and they taking what they want. Is only the strong survive. You know what I'm saying? Big fish eat the little fish. Or unless the little fish gonna band together and bite back. But look, this is what they do. For instance, okay, you got a thing called they gonna run a table. Now in each day room, you got like about 5 different tables. The big metal tables with the four seats on them, go in a circle. Now those tables are for anybody who just want to come sit down. But now what dudes are doing, they taking the tables. They planting their flag on the table, like, hey, y'all, hey, this my table. And people respecting it. You know what I'm saying? Once you plant your flag, so what they doing once they get their table, they go into the store and they buying a bunch of stuff from the store. When they buy the stuff from the store, now you can get a big $10 bag of candy, big old bag of candy. It depends on what type of candy they selling that week. Because in Alabama, you go to the store once every week. And they'll go to the kitchen workers and they'll buy the gloves, you know, the plastic glove that they wear in the kitchen. They'll buy a box of the gloves from the kitchen workers. So once they get the gloves, they'll chop all the fingers off, all 5 fingers or 4 fingers and a thumb, and they'll fill them up with coffee, and it's called a coffee ball. Or they filling them up with like tobacco, like Bugler or top tobacco, and you'll get a finger, and they'll put in a little bitty piece of matchbook with like 4 matches, and they'll put in 4 rolling papers and tie it up. That's called a cigarette ball. Then what they're gonna do, they'll take the candy from the big bags and they'll fill them up. They'll fill the fingers up with, I think, something like, 25 pieces, something like that. 20 or 25, 15 pieces, I can't remember. And they'll tie them off. And that's called a candy ball. So now you selling coffee balls, you selling candy balls, and you selling cigarette balls. Now you gonna make, say, like if the bag of candy costs $10 off the store, once you candy ball it up within the fingers, you're gonna turn that $10 into like a $20. You gonna double your money. You're gonna make your profit. Rich Trapper, I see you, cub. Good looking out, homie. So now you're gonna turn that in to more and more, like a pack of top. Whereas this how you buy it, like one cigarette ball, you gonna come with Big Tune. Did you give up on your storytelling channel? Yeah, the Village Storyteller is gone, homie. So what you would do, you would come with an item like a soup, a cookie, whatever one item is, and that's how you buy your cigarette balls or your coffee balls or your candy balls. 5 items gonna equal to 1 top. 6 items or 7 items, depending on where you at, it's gonna equal up to 1 bag of coffee. And that's what you do, and you just keep flipping and flipping and flipping it. So now once you get all this coffee in the tops, dudes who like to gamble, dudes who like to buy dope, dudes who like to do whatever they doing, whether it might be chasing booty, I don't know, whatever they got going on, they gonna come and they gonna like, man, you selling tops, you selling coffee, like yeah. So now 1 top, which is a bugler tobacco, it might cost $2 on the store, but it's $5 when you buy it off the land, and the $5 gonna be like a Green Dot, PayPal, Cash App, whatever it is, because you got them cell phones, so you gonna send money every which way. And it's a cold hustle, man, because you selling items. You got all your soups and cookies. You got your chips stacked up on the table. Dudes hungry. They ain't got no food. The movie Empire finna come on. So what they gonna do? They gonna throw that top on the table and get them 5 good items where they can go ahead and make their burrito, make their soup. In Alabama they call it a burrito. In spread burrito. They gonna get whatever they gonna drink. You know what I'm saying? Get them some. Boom. And you just keep flipping and flipping and flipping, and you might think that it ain't really doing nothing. It's not lucrative, but no, it's very, very lucrative. I've seen some dudes get funky, filthy, prison rich off that rail. What's up? What's good, Tune? I watch you every day. Never stop coming with it. You dig? I dig, homie. But yeah, so that's the prison hustle, man, as far as selling candy and doing stuff like that, man. You get your table, and once you've been working at that table so long, people gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is. You might get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, but now you got some cats been up since 6. They sitting at the table, drinking their coffee, running their mouth. Did you ever run into Bounty, Bunt Tree, McDonald? I didn't know him, homie. And but now when you get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, go do whatever you're gonna do, get yourself together. You're gonna get your big laundry bag with all your stuff in it, and you're gonna go to your table. And everybody who's sitting there, they gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna put your blanket across the table, bang, straight smooth it out, put all your stuff up there. This is the cold part right here, y'all. This is the cold part. 445 block. Dang, that's wild. Appreciate you explaining, big homie. That's what's up, homie. This is the thing during package time. Now, you used to get packages from the free world, from the streets. They stopped that. I think all prisons stopped that. You got to go through Secure. I think, yeah, you go through Secure now. But anyway, when packages come, homie, man, it is a wild, wild place, homie. It's a zoo. It's a real live zoo. Because now because people are ordering all this stuff off the packages. They not gonna even eat it. They gonna eat, they gonna eat a little something, but they selling it. They putting it on the tables. They selling it. Some of them sell it at they bunk. And you got all the little free world Doritos and corn chips and the Snick Snack Piggly Wax. You got the Micmacs and Snicky Snacks. You got all this. And the cookies and the whole hookup. What would your mama think of you now? Business owner, married, in your own house. Hey, BB Rules, I'm gonna talk to you right now, man. Because that's something I've been talking about. I'm gonna finish telling you about this package stuff, but BB Rules asked a valid question. BB Rules says, what would your mama think of you now? Business owner, married, in your own house. Man, listen. That was her dream, homie. I couldn't even begin to try to imagine what my mother would think of me now, man, because the person I'm at today, what I got going on, she never seen that. She never seen that, man. I started gang banging at a real early age, and I cut up so bad. I told y'all, moms kicked me out the house when I was 14, man. I had to make it on my own, start going to jail. But when I would get out, keep on acting a fool, and she just, she couldn't see this, what I got going on right now. And I do it for her. I do it for her. You know what I'm saying? I made it off parole. I've been on parole since 1979, man. Since the first time I went to juvenile, went to YA and never made it off parole. My parole got flipped right on over to prison. And now here on this trip right here, man, I made it off parole, man. Like you say, got my own business. I just got a heck of a contract with the University of Alabama doing security. The whole hookup, man, like I say, 4-5 cars, got my own house. And you talk about my mama, man, I never seen it coming. Shoot, talk about her, I never seen it coming. But what I'm saying, all praise to the Most High, man, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He sent me a good woman. And what's up, homie? What's up, district? And back in the day, we had a saying, man, behind every great man, there was a good woman. And that statement is super duper true, homie. Behind every great man, there was a good woman, man. Because my woman, my wife, man, she been my backbone. I ain't gonna lie. She been my backbone, man. She been, every step of the way, man. Look, let me show you how down my wife is with me. When I first got out, when I very, very first got out, and I got out on a Monday. By that Thursday, I was in LA because, like I told you, my mom, she was on her deathbed. So I stayed there like 4-5 days. But this had been my first time coming back to South Park in 23 years, So now here it is, man. I'm back in the set, man. I'm back in the land. I'm back where I'm born and raised. I didn't want to come back to Alabama, even though I promised my mama that I was gonna come back. I wasn't gonna stay. I wasn't gonna live in California. I mean, she didn't want me living in LA. And so, boom. But when I came back, man, all that old stuff just flew right back up in me, man. It flew right back up in me. I did not want to leave LA, man. Not only did I not want to leave LA, man, I did not want to leave the park. And I wouldn't. I had to catch the plane the next day. And I was spending my last couple of hours with my homies in the park. They glad to see me. I'm glad to see them. I'm meeting other people, other little homies that wasn't around when I was around. And so when it was time to go, my wife came to me. She was like, and we weren't even married yet. And my wife came to me. She said, baby, look, it's time to go. We got to catch the plane in the morning. It's time for us to go. Because we had to go all the way back to Lancaster. I told her, look, I say, baby, she was like, what's up? I'm like, I ain't going. She was like, what? I'm like, man, I ain't going. What you mean you ain't going? I say, man, I went to tripping her. I said, man, I'm from Avalon, and I'm not leaving Avalon no more. She made my wife look at me like, you dang, D-A-N-G. Like, you dang fool. If you don't get in that car and let's go and stop tripping, we got a problem. But I wasn't going to go, y'all. Man, listen. My wife went and got a stick. Babyface Lokester, I see you. My wife went and got a stick that had a nail sticking out the end. And she cocked back. She said, baby, I love you, but if you don't get in that car, if you don't get your big stupid butt back in that car and let's go, I'm finna whack the S-H-I-T out of you with this stick. So by then, other homies they jumped on her team like, man, Toon, cuz you gotta go. So I'm like, no, homie, I ain't going. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm crying. I'm like, man, no, homie, I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm from LA, man. I don't want to leave. I'm here, man. I'm not going nowhere. So the homies finally, between her, they got me in the car. And I'm like, okay. So that's how strong my wife was, man. You know what I'm saying? Then as time went on, just going back and forth, I started getting it out my system. But yeah, man, back to the question at hand, my mama will be real proud, man. And I tell youngsters all the time, man, if I can do it, man, I believe anybody can do it, man, because I was a ASS hole. You feel me? Man. Man, hey, guys, tell them about them setups and skeet legs. Skeet leg. Hold on, let me see what this is, y'all. He says, Tune, I had 5 stores on that hill back in 07. I had them skeeter legs. Yeah. Oh, that's the whole OG side. Okay. Jumping with that gas, tell them about them setups and skeet legs. Yeah, man. Hey, that's another guy, man, was out here in the system with me. Man, look, back to what I was going to say, man, when the packages would come in, now you have a long list of stuff that you can order off the package. Soul, bro, harmony, that's love when your wife gonna squabble for your freedom. Yeah, man. You heard of the Clicks pen or BIG, okay. And you got all type of that Keefy peach lemonade, the Keefy lemonade, and the Keefy peach drink, the Keefy lemonade. You got all the Sayulitas. They don't get you the regular Doritos. You got to get the Sayulitas and the refried beans and all the different cakes and cookies and pies and all that junk sale, man. Everything in the Alabama prison system is for sale. Everything goes, man. It's like a giant flea market every day. You got dudes like for instance, like in a prison like Limestone, but any prison, they gonna walk around the whole compound, going from block to block to block, looking to see what people got on their tables, looking to see what they got on their table, because it's like a flea market, homie. Me, when them packages would come, I'm a potato chip fool. Man, look, it's to the point, he say them shebang. Yeah, them shebangs was jumping too. I'm so crazy about them cheese Doritos. I love potato chips. I'm crazy about them. My wife got to take the bag from me sometimes. Man, we would get them chips. I would go around because we get the barbecue corn chips. All type of them. I would buy all the chips I could because I eat chips with everything. Corn nuts. But yeah, look. But yeah. It's money to be made, homie. You can make your money. You just gotta have patience. Now, me personally, I couldn't run no table because I wasn't finna sit at no table all day long. Because it ain't that easy. It's a all day affair. All day. It's an all day affair. You got to be there. Now, when you get up and leave, you got to have somebody go wash the table for you. Hey, wash my table till I get back. But yeah, that's how that go, man. You know what I'm saying? And people, look, dudes in prison are the most ingenious and intuitive people you're going to run across, because you're going to make some stuff, you're going to do some stuff, and you're going to come up with some stuff, man, all the time. All the time, homie. All the time. Man, I hate that I wasn't able to bring y'all up, but now guess what, though? Man, I might turn around and go live again. No, wait, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday? Thursday night football. Nope, not gonna happen. Sorry. It ain't gonna happen. Might see you Friday. If ain't no football on. But if not, I'm definitely gonna see you Tuesday again. There's an Avalon community out here in Sugar Land, Texas. Tripped me out when I passed by it. Wait a minute, hold up. Big Tune, if you're still looking out here in Houston, there's an Avalon community out here in Sugar Land, Texas. Now, when you say, somebody calling, when you say, hold up. You say Kamala and Newsom said blacks can't get reparations. Is that something she just said? Okay. Brandon Cunningham. I'm from Houston. I ain't never heard of Avalon out here. I don't think there's no Avalon. Well, is Sugarland in Houston? I'm not sure. But no, you got Avalons in Dallas, Texas, and you got a lot of them in ah what's the name of that spot, homie? That's right out there in Texas. In I can't think of it, but you got a whole city in Texas where with a lot of Avalons. Aaron Barr, salute, great one. The Sands, what up to him? Sugarland, where the cartoon How Your Homeboy YG Arsenio doing. That was my Logan Selena's back. Man, YG doing good, man. He doing good. I talked to him the other day too. What is your max bench press nowadays? Um, it's not what it used to be. You know, back when I was at my best, it was 625. Uh, of course, I'm not into weightlifting like I used to be. I don't go no higher than about 225 because all I do is reps. I just, rep out now. These old bones and joints, they not what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people don't know unless you've really been through it. He meant there's a subdivision named Avalon. Oh, okay. Um, when you sit even professional bodybuilders, a lot of them professional bodybuilders from back in the day, you see them now in their old age, they bent up, they broke up, they twisted up, stuff that went wrong. Now a lot of that came from the steroid use, but a lot of it came from the wear and tear that people put on their body over all those years. And that's the same thing about us in prison. We didn't have steroids. We didn't have no supplements. We didn't have nothing but going to the store, buying them cookies and that peanut butter off the store and getting swole on that. But now for those who was heavy lifted, getting huge, it tears your joints down, homie. That's one thing that they don't tell you in the muscle magazines and all that. Over a period of time, that heavy weightlifting is going to tear your body down. I.e., send mine. I made it home after 19 piece. Okay, cuz. Yeah, it's gonna tear your body down. Like right now today, the cartilage in both my shoulders, gone. When I tell you gone, completely gone. Toon did a lot of OG lokes from the 70s used to use roids. No, that wasn't our thing. No, 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 no. But yeah, man, it'll tear your body up. Reggie Phillips, Toon, what's good? Steroid to make your junk into Godzilla. What's a good steroid? I don't know, homie. I've never used steroids, never had steroids. I ain't never even seen steroids. I don't know nothing about them. Correct. Yeah, but yeah, man. Matter of fact, you see how I can lift this arm up? You see how easy that is for me to lift this arm up? This one different. This one down bad. That's it. That's it. That's the best I can do, y'all. That's the best I can do. Because the cartilage is gone. It's blowed. I'm talking about blow. Now I can still get down because getting down is a straight is a straight blow. But as far as going up like this, come from all that heavy lifting, man. Tore my body up. Russell Straight Jr., Foundation Nation. That's right, homie. And Craig Munson. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, because that was my thing. And see, I had a bad injury when I was in the California prison system. Because what I would do, when I used to lift weights, because now we only gonna be on in the max camp. We in the maximum security prison in Cali. We was only gonna be out 4 hours a day. Now Alabama prison, yeah, you run around all day long, all day. You just run around. Cali, no, 4 hours. That's it. 2 in the morning, come back in for lunch. 2 more. That's it. You better have a TV in your cell, or you're gonna be licking paint chips off the wall. But what I would do when I would the both hours in the morning, what number straight weightlifting, all day, all 2 hours at least, getting it in. Come in, might take a bird bath, might not. Boom, switch my clothes out. Yeah, straight back to the yard on the second half yard. I'm playing handball the whole time. I'm playing handball the whole time. And the reason why I did that, it was to keep, if you lift weights and start getting so big, you get tight. You get bulky and tight to where you can't even throw a blow like this no more. You got to throw blows like this. You be out there like Solomon Grundy. And if you run up on somebody who got hands for real, they gonna give you the business because they gonna be too fast for you. Where you telegraphing your blow from way over here, trying to get a knockout punch, and they done dipped down and came up inside on you, and they done hit you. They done hit you with the oops stop slam, boop, bop, 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 real fast. You like, oh shoot, he done bust my lip, you know. So what I would do on the second half, I always played handball. Man, I love that handball, man. I brought handball to Alabama. The Art of War, OGs was all swole back then. Yeah, Corey Ben Trill, keep you loose. Yep, keep you loose. Man, I was just getting ready to tell y'all something and forgot what I was gonna say. Oh man, got the best chunkums for my uncle from Durock said he spent time with you and you had hands. Okay, RJ, Toon, what's up? It's Rick. You probably got the best chunkums for real. My uncle from Durock said he spent time with you and you had hands. What they call your uncle, homie, from Durock? Because if he said that, he gotta know me. He gotta know me, man. He gotta know me. It's a lot, man. It's a lot of man. A lot of people don't like people in other states. They don't know, but Durock is a big game, man. They out there. It's a whole lot, man. So I done met so many Durocks in jail. It's a lot of Durocks. They got a whole city to themselves, though. Neff the King and Rich Trapper was tapped in here too. Yeah, Rich Trapper was up in here, man. He sent a little something, man. You know, that's the homie right there. Trucker Jay, got to be able to get down for your grits and gravy. You got to, man. Jay, tell him again, man. Is there any BGF in Alabama? They don't even know what that is. They don't even know what it is. The Art of War, Durock were grimy back then. I had a homie used to live out there in Duarte back in the 80s. And he came to the set one day and he was telling me like, cuz they tripping. I'm like, what's up? What happened? He like, man, they trying to make me turn Durock. I'm like, what? He like, they trying to make me turn, cuz. But that goes on in everybody's set, though, especially back in the 80s. You moving the set, homie, you know it's cool, but the homie's gonna try to pull you in. Do they got BGF and oh yeah, what Mustang? No, Mustang was a BGF. As many times I was on the yard with Mustang, I didn't know he claimed that. But shoot, what he was just one. What about his brother Bronco? You know, his brother Bronco was Bronco one too? Wes, now how did the Crips function with the BGF in Cali prison? It depends on who you ask that question, homie. That's a question. You gonna get different answers on that question right there. Different answers. The faction that I dealt with didn't want nothing to do with them. Period. What's your favorite Bible verse? Oh, I don't know, homie. Caught me off guard on that one. Christian Hughes, what up, Big Tune? Coming live and direct from T-Town. Okay, T-Town in the house. FBA here to stay. Nah, they definitely was organized from what I heard. Okay. Yeah, Bronco said he was too. Okay. Oh, but Mustang said he wasn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm saying I never knew Mustang to say that. You know, we slept in the same block a bunch of times together. Okay, Wes. Now, John, they say loose cannon only roll. Man, loose cannon's a hoe. So you can't. You know, when you a hoe like he is, he gonna be scared to go any place by himself. You know. Is there a lot of crank in Alabama? The drugs? Yeah, that's that white boy stuff. They got a lot of that. RJ, his name is OG Hulk from Durock. Big Hulk. I think I know cuz. Yeah, Big Hulk, yeah. Hulk was there. Cause I almost had him mixed up with Big Hulk from 11 Trey Block. But yeah, it was a Hulk from 11 Trey Block and it was a Hulk from Durock. Yeah. John Casey, they say loose cannon. Okay. That's what's that with that white boy stuff? Yeah, yeah. The crank, man. Yeah. They start selling that stuff big time out there, man. I'm talking about big time. Loyalty L Dub, when are we going to get a Sunday sermon? Man, look, I will put one down, homie. I will put a sermon down. Of course, you know. Now, loyalty. Now, of course, you know my religious preference. You know I'm a Christian. You also know I'm from Avalon Crips, but I also know that the big homie upstairs come first. And on every level of everything, God comes first. And one thing I do, you know, they tell you about talking religion and they tell you about talking politics. That can lead to a big argument anytime. Matter of fact, I got into an argument at the store with an old black lady. She had on a Kamala Harris shirt. And we went from there. We went to talking and it escalated to the point where I had to walk off. All right, grandma, I'm gone. But a sermon, yeah, I will put one down, man. I will put one down. But I had something else, man. It was something else that happened in the YouTube world that I want to know about. This, matter of fact, I was gonna make a video. Young Sex, did you hear what said about you that you are that OG? Oh, that's the homie. You talk about the homie Baby Gangster, OGNT. Yeah, OG. Yeah, OGNT. Yeah, yeah. That's how me and Cub, we was in the Crip module together. Young Sex, and you earned your title. Most definitely, homie. You know, hey, we fought. Hey, you know, see, me and Baby Gangster, we come from the same generation. We come from the generation that me and Baby Gangster come from. We the ones that now, of course, you got the OGs. You got the OGs, you know, the Raymonds and the Tookies and all them that did their thing. They did their thing. They opened up the door for us. But when that generation, my generation and like Baby Gangster, them generation, when we stepped on the stage, man, we put that Crip thing on our back and we ran with it, man. We made it a household name. Our generation was a generation that made people write songs about it, that made people write books about it, that made people make movies about it. Our generation was the one who did that. John Casey asked a good question. Let me see. Which beef is worse, In Hood and Trays or In Hood and Hoovers? That right there is a good question, and I would have to say it's probably it's hand in hand, homie. It's hand in hand. It ain't no when it comes to that, yeah, it's hand in hand. Trays and In Hoods, okay. West Nile, okay. Tune, when you hit the jails and running all your phase, do you and the enemy live in the same block afterwards? It depends on like what you mean, homie. Like this new wave thing that they got going on in the county jail in LA about coming in, running your phase and all that. That's new to me. When I was in the county, I was in the LA County Jail way back in the 80s, homie. I ain't been in the county jail since the 80s. So what we was doing back then versus what they do now, it's totally different. It's totally different. You got to look. The demographics in LA in the 1980s was a whole lot different than what the demographics in the LA County Jail is today. In LA County Jail today, you can put Crips and Bloods in the same module. And you know what I'm saying? It probably won't be, it's a trip. You might have, hey man, hold on. Let me take my glasses off on this one, because let me figure how to put this out here. You know, from my understanding. When I tell y'all the lines have you talked to Mumpy lately? I talked to him this morning. The lines have been blurred in LA. Gang banging in Los Angeles is nowhere near what it was in the early 1980s and the late 1970s. What LA is doing now is new, to me. It's not new to the people who are there and been doing it, but it's new to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I stepped up out of a time machine. Like I literally, the door opened up and I stepped out of a time machine and looked around and like, hold up. Let me get back on this time machine, because what they doing in LA today is not what I was about, is not what I know about, and it's crazy to me. I'm getting acclimated to it little by little. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of used to it now, but when I first got out, man, I was blowed. So as far as like what they got going on in the county jail, it's different. When I was in the county jail, you wasn't gonna put Crips and Bloods in the same module. No sirree, Bob. Not one bit. It was gonna be a massacre. Then you gotta look. Crips were at their height. The Crips was at their strongest in the 1980s. So now here it is. Any block that you went to in the LA County Jail, any block that you went to, Crips was gonna dominate it. Crips was so deep, man, they ran buck wild over that county jail. That was the reason why they made modules like 4,800, 4,700, 2,600, 21, 2,300. You feel what I'm saying? Because they had to get them Crips off the main line, because we was wrecking shop. We was robbing everything, beating up everything, taking everything. And it was, and one thing I will admit, it was because we had the numbers. We had the numbers, and it was just wild, man. We was like an infestation of locusts everywhere. And so as far as running fades, and then more Crips got along back then. The only real problems that you was going to run across like back then, if you put the 60s and the 8-Tray gangsters together, they were going to fight. If you put the Hoovers and the 9-O's around each other, they were going to fight. Now those two different fights right there, you was going to have that without a shadow of a doubt. But anything else, dudes was able to kind of get around anything else. So it wasn't that the Crip on Crip violence back then is not what it is now. So, it is, that's just how that was. But the way it is now, everybody live together, everybody doing what they do. And it's wild because from my understanding, you might go on a block as a Crip and you got a whole slew of Crip enemies in there, and they finna really do you in. But now the Bloods in there will back this one little Crip dude up because they cool with what his, what side of the fence he off of, versus, well, he's a Crip, I ain't gonna help him. So they'll step in and they'll help him against all these other dudes and let them know, y'all ain't finna run him like that, man. Y'all ain't finna pack him out like that. Let him get a head up fade, then let him get his rest. So, LA is just wild. It's different. Whose name rang loudly in LA from your era? Oh, man, shoot. That's a question I'd have to think on. Jaja Kondo. Do you think Big U did what they are saying he did? I have no opinion on that, homie. I don't know. I don't. As you see, y'all see, in case you don't know, man, I got a rule, homie. Jaja. Is it JJ or Jaja? But I have a rule. That's why you don't see me do reaction videos. I go out my way not to say anything about people that's from LA, that's in social media or anything like that. I don't talk about my, I don't have nothing to say. What Big U did or didn't do, I don't know. I don't know. Young Sex was Hoover Crips back in your day? Yeah, of course. Smart, Neff the Kingdom, smart tune for sure. Oh yeah, homie. I was born that night, just not last night. Tune for the win. Yeah, Byron. Okay. Need to come together because we have a common enemy coming from south of the border. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. John Casey, was Bounty Hunter BJ really laying down law in the 80s? I don't know what he was doing. I didn't know him. I never heard of him. We were in prison together though. We were in prison together. That was my first time running across him. But as far as what he was doing on the streets, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I met him in prison. Christian Hughes, is Avalon cool with 60s? We don't get into it with them. We don't, we don't go out, they don't go out their way to mess with us. We don't go out our way to mess with them. You know what I'm saying? We don't really cross paths like that. Of course, at the end of the day, we are gangsters and they are in hoods. But as far as just getting into it, nah. Was rolling 20s around when you were in the streets, or did you run across any in prison? Yeah, rolling 20, the Crips or the Bloods? Well, the Crips and the Bloods was out. Tristan Reed, do you know about Chinaman from Hoover? Which one? Which one? What you talking about? The guy that be doing videos, Damian Porter? I think that's his gang name. I never knew him. Hey, Cartoon, have you ever heard of Kev Mack from Rolling 60K? You do an interview? Hold on, but you got to be somebody new to the channel. Kev Mack is the reason. Kev Mack is a good partner of mine. Kev Mack is the reason why I'm even on YouTube. He's one of the reasons. If it wouldn't have been for him, I got my first start in YouTube through Kev Mack. That's my partner. The Art of War, Damian Porter. Yeah, Damian Porter. I seen his show, but I don't know him personally. I never heard of him until I started seeing him on YouTube. 5. What was it at the last parole? Huh? It went too fast. Wait a minute, what that said? What was it at the last parole hearing that made them believe you were rehabilitated? Homie, I don't know, because Alabama don't do parole hearings like California. In Alabama, you don't get to go. Only your file goes. You don't get to speak up and say anything. Only if your wife or your kids or your mom, pops, or they can go to your parole hearing and speak, but you can't. John Doe, hey Tune, would you ever consider doing more religious videos? Without a shadow of a doubt, homie. Would I? Without a shadow of a doubt, homie. I love my Lord and Savior. I'm not ashamed of him. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not embarrassed of him. None of that. I love God. I love Jesus Christ, homie. Yeah. Talk about him all day, every day, and don't care what the next man feel or think. I'm from New York. It's a neighborhood homie in my hood. When I see him, I bang ass on him. He be laughing. Okay. JJ Kondo, did you ever run into Reggie Wright? Nuh-uh. In due time, can we get a Crazy Ray story? Yeah, sooner or later. I done get so many of them. It ain't like I got a lot of Crazy Ray stories left, man. Unless I'm gonna talk about when we was little kids. John Casey, keep it real. Which set more vicious, Hoover or Avalon? That's a cold question. I'm never going to put another set over mine. Whack 400 Tune. You talk to your little homie from Denver. I got a lot of little homies in Denver. Which one? Young Sex. Oh, John Casey, keep it real. Which set is more? Okay. Tristan Reed, were Hoovers the most dominant set in the 80s? There was no such thing as a more dominant set. Everybody was doing they thug thizzle, man, in the 1980s. Everybody was doing their thing, homie. As far as dominant. See, look, no, I see you, Neff. No, if that's who we talk about. No, I haven't spoken with him. But in the 1980s, homie, everybody had killers, everybody had squabblers, everybody had, wall bangers, everybody had dope sellers, everybody had, So to say who was more dominant, you can't really say Frankie Fleetwood. No, I haven't spoke with him. To say who was more dominant, because who won? Who won out of all the wars, all the sets that LA been through, even with the Crip and Blood thing going back and forth? At the end of the day, homie, who won? Is there anybody that no? Ain't nobody won nothing. All these sets still here. People still dying, and all these sets still here. So how can you say somebody won? It's just an ongoing thing. It's just going on and on and on. That's one of the reasons why I'm an Ain't no snapped on that one song he posted. Okay. That's why I'm one of the activists for this peace thing. Because there's no light at the end of the tunnel for this situation. You gonna knock off one of them, they gonna knock off one of you. You gonna knock off one of them, they gonna knock off one of you. And it just goes back and forth, generation after generation after generation, homie. There are no winners. Everybody's a loser in this. Everybody's a loser. Mamas are losing sons, brothers are losing brothers, sisters are losing brothers and sisters. We can't leave the females out. And it's just an ongoing battle, man. When hold on, what that say? More stories about Big Country when he came to Carver. Okay, when the villains jumped you, yeah, they got me at the back gate, homie. Yeah, the big homie Big Country had to come up there the next day. Wow, hey, when the homie hit that fence and I seen fools go to running, I stuck my chest out like, yeah, Big Avalon's up with Carver today. I wish he would have been there when they got a hold to me the day before, though. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. What's the difference between Pyru and blood? Homie, you would have to ask one of them because in my day and age, it wasn't no difference. But now, from what I can see now, that there's somewhat of a difference, somewhat. I'm not privy to the inside information on that one. I don't know if Pyrus consider themselves bloods. I don't know if bloods consider Pyru blood. I don't know. To me, all of them bloods, but to them, they might look at it as something different. So I can't really speak on it, homie, because I don't know their politics like that. The Art of War. Did you ever meet B. Brazy? No, I don't. I mean, I would ask you from what set, but I've never met nobody named B. Brazy in my life period. So boom. It ain't we bloods, homie. It ain't we okay. OG side. I don't know. Braylene Yarborough, A-Tune, tell us about the Swans. I mean, what would you want to know about them? They there. Ricardo, who's the baddest BGF you seen? Homie, that's something I can't really answer because I've been on the yard with a lot of BGFs and seen them, but I didn't know they whole get out, you know. I didn't know they get out because I didn't communicate with them. You know what I'm saying? What hood did you? Okay, the Art of War, Lanes. Okay, Tristan Reed, Denver Lanes. What Young Sex says? What are Brims? Brims. Okay, young Brims are another blood gang, a very very old gang that was out before Crips and Bloods. They took on the banner of the Bloods, but the Brims were out. They were a gang in LA before Crips and Bloods ever came out. Was the Swans one of the hardest sets as far as Bloods go? Yeah. Cartoon, B. Brazy was from Denver Lane. Oh, no, I never knew. You got to see, y'all keep forgetting. Those are little young cats to me. I'm 60 years old. Them dudes right there would be in their 40s and 50s or something, I guess. I've heard of him through social media, you know, songs and different videos. But as far as me, I never heard him on the streets or seen him on the street. Remember, if you were from LA, what you've seen, which set would you be from? Oh, okay. Trap Tune is second generation. No, I'm third generation. OG side. Okay. The Art of War. What about Bloodhound? The only Bloodhound I've ever heard of was from VNG. I didn't know him personally, but I've heard people talk about him. Okay. Swans, Bounty Hunters, Fishes, Damu sets. Okay. Do you know Bub from 7-4 Hoover? Yeah. I think that's the one who do Under the Groove podcast. If I'm not mistaken, if you can ask him, weren't we in Y together? I think we were in YTS together. Yeah. Oh, Bloodhound from the 20s. I heard of him too. I don't know him personally though. I've heard of him too though. And didn't want to leave it because he was just. What was your last release date in Alabama? Do you celebrate it early? Do I celebrate it early? I celebrate being out every day. Hold on. Mikey B, Iceman from 11-6, Avalon was a good dude. Yeah. He come to my hood and function with the homies. He had a baby by one of my homegirls from Backstreet Watts. Yeah. Yeah, that was the homie right there, man. When we lost Iceman, that was a very, very hard blow to us. That was a very, very hard blow. Tristan Reed, you think Jeff 5 gonna squabble for extras when he get out? I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know. I think Jeff 5 is Jeff 5. He gonna do whatever he gonna do. I couldn't say what he gonna do. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they run across each other, I don't know, man. I don't know. Who was the hardest businessman? Oh, Big Cartoon. Let me tell it. Of course, I'm biased. What are the top 3 sets in South Central, numbers wise, like as far as the most membership? Okay. That's a good question. So Big Chaos, what's up, cub? East side of Avalon. But okay, let's see. That's a good question. I would say the biggest sets in LA. Homie Pee-wee, I always think that was his name. Hold on. That was a good question. Hold on. I'm gonna answer that question. Hold on. That was dope too. What y'all was doing, giving free food to the community over there, and that's right, homie Pee-wee was that. Yeah, that's the homie Pee-wee, man. Why do some people not want to leave prison like my did before he died on streets from drugs? I couldn't understand what you were saying, but anyway. Okay, you asked me, the person asked me, what were the biggest set man-wise? Now listen, I'm gonna break this down to you and explain this to you. See, that's why I'm gonna break it down. Because you see what let me go right there. You see what Frank boom, I'm gonna put that up so y'all can see it. Now you see what he said from that question. He said East Coast, Hoovers, and Grapes, biggest sets. No. Now I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Hold on. Heard a man when I was young. Anyway, so look, when you see it like that, even though East Coast, they East Coasters, but within the name East Coast, you have several different sets. You can't look at it as, I ain't gonna say what you can't do. I'm gonna tell you what I don't do. I don't look at it as a blanket overall, just East Coasters or just Hoovers, because you got different individual sets within that banner. So I grade those individual sets based on, like, you got 6 deuce East Coast, 6'8", 6'9", 6'6", 7'6", like that. They're each set. Same thing with the Hoovers. You know what I'm saying? 5 deuce, 5'9", 11 deuce, 107. Boom, those individual sets. I don't judge them based off their overall name. So now, if you're going to judge each set just based off that set alone, the biggest sets, man-wise, people-wise, in LA would be something like Grape Streets, A-Tray Gangsters. You could say Hoovers. I mean, not Hoovers, but 60s. As far as just single manpower, those are some big sets. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, when you're dealing with Grape Streets, you got just Grape Streets. Of course, they got the, Watts Baby Lokes and all that within there, but they all just Grape Street. Big, huge, thousands. Same thing with A-Tray Gangster, even though they got North Side, West Side, South Side, Back West, Far West, they got all that. All of them are still A-Tray Gangsters. A whole lot of them. Same thing with 6-0. A whole lot of them, Manpower, yeah. We legit 16. You got a story about any LBC homies? I could tell you a lot of stories about homies out to Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of time with them. Mikey B, Venice Shoreline. Oh, what did that say? Venice Shoreline is deep, even though they're not in South Central. Yeah. I don't think they're as deep as the sets I just named, though. Might be. I don't know. I'm just guessing. MT, Bounty Hunters too, but they bloods. He was asking about the Crips. What's the craziest thing you've seen somebody put in a sock besides a lock? You okay as far as fighting in prison? Man, look, if you can't get a lock to put in that sock, man, go get you about 4-5 bars of that hard state soap. Yeah, go get you about 4-5 bars of that hard state soap, and you will knock a fool noodle loose. Believe you me, I done did it. That state soap will get your mind right. It will let you know that the skin is tender and it's gonna be tenderized. Yeah, it'll do it, homie. If you can't get that, when you outside on the yard, man, fill your pocket up with a bunch of rocks. Go and get them rocks off the ground if you can get some. Then when you get to your cell or get to your bunk, get you about 2 of them socks and fill them up with them rocks, swinging around so it'll stretch, tie a good knot in it, and you go bust a fool dome to the fat meat. I done did all that, homie. Let me see. Do any of your kids bang, or did they leave the gangs alone? At one time, my daughter was from Bounty Hunter. She got packed out at the mall and she quit banging from that day forward. Did you, fat rat, provide who's Hoover? I knew it. Oh, I got hit with that soap. Yeah, that soap don't play. Mikey B, I see somebody squeeze a Walkman in a sock in a ride. Yeah, that'll do it too. Yeah, true. Ayo, what hood could you have been from before 5 Trey? I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say. Avalon is all I know. Put it like that. My cousin, before he died from drugs, he wanted to stay in prison. Why is that? Man, you got some people that lose it. If you ever seen that movie Shawshank Redemption, you'll see why, man. When you take first, you got to look at mental health. You got to look at mental health. You got to look at the psyche of the people that are already in there. So now here it is. If they mind might have something in it that you don't know about it, then here it is. You done took him and stuck him in prison for 30 or 40 years. He don't want to come home. What do he know? Grandma gone, grandpa gone, mama gone, daddy gone, sister and brothers gone, kids scattered to the wind. And that's if he got some. Ain't nothing on the streets for him, man. I was locked up in Alabama with a dude, man. He had been locked up so long. He said when they brought him to the prison, it was on a cart. He went to prison on a cart, pulled by a horse. He chained up on the back of a cart and pulled by a horse. The dude right now today is over 100 years old, and he's still in prison right now today. Don't want to come home. Come home to what? They don't even want to let him out. They don't have nothing to let him out to. Man, you over 100 years old. You've been locked up over 60 something years. What are you gonna do in society? But crash and burn, man. Crash and burn. Bad thing. 6 trade Devlon. Trump destroying Harris in the debate, as he should. As he should. You know, she can only fake it till she make it so long. Okay, that Trey, he wasn't gonna say that said. Frankie. So what would Crazy Ray think of you now? Do you think he'd ever go straight? Yeah, man. The homie would love. I mean, it's not a question of what he would think of me now because, that was my dog. It was my other half. He loved me. Whatever I was doing, he's going to respect it and love it. Same with me with him. Turtle from the Gardens. Yeah. Big Dog Rod. Did you have any run-ins with 6 Deuce Brims? Back in the day? Yeah. You're gonna run into people out there in the streets. You gang banging, you doing what you do. You're gonna run into them in jail. You're gonna run into them in the streets. So it is what it is. MT, did you know Hot Dog from Faux Trade neighborhood Crips? No such thing, homie. Let me see where a hot dog go. MT, did you know hot dog from Faux Trade Neighborhood Crips? No such thing. Never has been. Now, if that's in another state, I can't tell you that. But in LA, it ain't never been nothing like that. Aunt Roby, Aunt Roby, what would y'all do when it rained in LA back in the 80s? When it rained, we go in the house and get out the rain. I mean, what we supposed to do? You say, what you do? As you know, homie, like the song say, it never rains in Southern California. You know. Trap say, he say he voting for Kamala. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Boy, it's going quick. Big Vince, I see you. Was anything in prison fun? Wow. Wow. Wait a minute, hold on. Dadrian Huff say, free the YSL. He said, free the YSL Crips. They not guilty. What the heck is a YSL Crip? Now, if you talking about that YSL stuff with Young Thug and Woody and all them, if that's what you talk about, they weren't Crips, homie. In fact, Young Thug is a blood, you know. Brown knew Tune Trump going to take this, of course. 445 block. Yo, Tune, did you know Hamburger from? Hey, man, he asked me, did I know Hamburger from 103 Boomstick? I'm afraid I've never heard of that, young man. I've never heard of that. Never heard of it. He said, we can pick up. Oh, shoot, hold on. Oh, you meant hot dog from 46 neighborhood. No, I never knew him, homie. I never knew him. Christian, we can pick up your merch too. Yeah, man. I'm selling like 90 going north, homie. You just jump, Mr. Christian. You just jump in my IG, in my Instagram. My Instagram is da.ova.lord, the Overlord. You jump in my Instagram. Tell me what size, what color, and I got you. When I see you, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm gonna make sure you know it's you. Make sure you still want to purchase it. I'm gonna hit you back. Then once I hit you back, I'm gonna give you the way. I'm gonna give you a place to send the money, and you send me the address. And within 2 weeks, you got your shirt, homie, or your mug. When you use the lock and sock in prison. Tune, I need a story when you used a lock in a sock in prison. Okay. I've told those stories before, but you'd have to go down my timeline in my videos. I know a lot of y'all just really getting up on me, but my videos go back 3 years. I have over 1,000, not just a little bit over 1,000. I might have, matter of fact, it's over 1,100 videos I've done since I've been in YouTube. So out of 1,100 videos, any and everything you could possibly ask me about, I've already spoke on it. 445 block. I see you, homie. Thank you. I got to throw you a little extra from reading that big homie just clown. Okay, thank you. Jay Spanks, put a link in your IG for merch. I'm so lazy, but yeah, I'm going to do that, homie. I got to do that. Ray AIP was still alive. Your soon-to-be wife wouldn't have got you in that car. You know what? She wouldn't have to, because Ray would have told me to get in the car and I would immediately got in it. Can you confirm if bounty hunters were the deepest bloods in jail in the 80s? Well, not only I can't, they were the deepest, period. So, you know, they were the deepest bloods Period. Back in the day, the bounty hunters was deep. When you dealing with them project gangs, homie, you dealing with some big gangs. You dealing with some big gangs in them projects. That's just like, okay, when I said how big Grape Street was, you know you got PJ Watts too. PJ Watts is deep. You know that's another project gang. They, you know what I'm saying? They deep. All project gangs are deep because everything in there is repping what they talking about. Evolution marketing. I was in Old Folsom with Lil Crazy Ray and Big Van Duke. Yeah, Lil Crazy Ray still in Old Folsom. No, he is in he's still in Old Folsom right now. Reginald Coates, big homie, show us how to bail. Next video. You just want me to show you how to walk? Okay, member since day one. Fox story besides Dog Man story. I got you, Dan. I got you. Ice Neck. Did you do time with Rick Rock from 40 Crip? Rick, I mean, when you say 40 Crip, homie, you got to understand. You got 40 in hoods and you got 40 Avalons. Which one? Well, I can help you out. I don't know no Rick Rock from 40 in hood. Buddha's dad. Okay, did you know Fat Rat from Fido's Hoover? And you remember AWOL from Kelly Park? No, I don't know an AWOL from Kelly Park. Okay, they going fast. Let me go back. Okay. Uncle Toon caught my first live. That's what's up, Buddha's dad. Okay, let's go. Heard a man. Toon, did you know Cheeseburger from Rolling 60s? Never heard of him. Okay, MT Toon, who from Circle City did you know? Oh man, I can't say his name, but I was in Chino. Chino is like her from Homie Big 12. Oh man, wait. Robert Earl, Big Toon, off topic, bro. Have you heard from the homie Big 12 from 11-6? Well, homie, I can tell you've been out the loop because we just had the homie Big 12 funeral last week. The homie passed away last month, man. He passed away last month. They had his funeral last month on the 30th. The homie Big 12 AIP, homie, he gone. Concrete Wave, was there a Big Suge from your hood? Yes, that's the homie. Dude, what would have been a fair sentence for you in Alabama? Good question, homie. Good question. I shouldn't have been given a life sentence. They gave me that because they don't like the fact that people come from out of state and do robbery. I should have received a 20-year sentence, man. And I should have received the 20-year, did about 5 or 6 on it, and I should have got out. Okay, let me see. Okay, Young Sex, what are blue noses? You mean Blue Note, homie, not blue noses, Blue Note. It's a prison gang. Mikey B. Toon, have you ever met one of the homies from Backstreet Watts? Met a whole bunch of them. Noodle Capone, shaking my head. The Art of War. Backstreet Watts is a very, very old set, homie. Y'all been around a long time, or they've been around a long time. Me and the big homie Speedy from Backstreet Watts, we was real cool. We was next door neighbors in prison together. Okay, Noodle Capone. Okay, The Art of War. Did you know Rated R and Macadosis from Neighborhood 40s? No, I've never heard of nobody with a name like that. Most of these dudes that you ask me about, if those are young cats, I wouldn't know nothing about them, period. You're gonna have to ask me about dudes that's in they 50s and 60s. You know, other than that, I probably never heard of them. Prince Peace, have Fortray gangsters ever banged East Side Rider? I'm in Memphis. What do you mean East Side Riders? We all East Side Riders. They on East Side. But the term East Side Rider is, I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is, but no. You know, they East Siders, yeah. Do you know any Hawthorne thug? Nuh-uh. Heard of them, but I don't know none of them. Billy McGill, what's up? Was Pat Crow a SB or AB? Pat Crow didn't come up under neither one of those affiliations. Pat Crow was just a stomp down killer. You know, if you want to know the truth, homie, he wasn't to be played with at all. I was going to rob Pat Crow one night. I told the story. Me and one of my homies, we was going to rob Pat Crow. But two youngsters, they beat us to the punch and they ran up in the cell. Whew. All I can say, all I can say on that one is better them than me, because both them little youngsters got toe up. You know, Young Sex, did you think you were ever gonna get out? Yeah, yeah. At one time, I didn't, but as my time started going on and I started getting a change, you know, my mind started changing. I knew I was gonna come home one day. When is your book coming out? I'm getting ready to send it. I'm just almost finished writing. I'm getting ready to send it to the publisher pretty soon. Tune, have you ever tried Steel Reserve? No, that beer in that silver can. I've seen it. I ain't never fooled with it, homie. I ain't know nothing about it. Let me see what it say. I heard of Pat Crow because he, a sheriff trying to break his brother out of jail. Yeah, Pat Crow wasn't to play with, homie. That white dude was filthy rich, prison rich, and he was gonna get out. Simple as that. Brown knew I love the Pat Crow story. Okay, Frankie, it's horrible. 16 to life. What's up, cuz? Big Tune, what's good? You good? You good, homie? That's right. Joey Jordan, say Big Tune, I will be in LA visiting family there. Much peace and respect to you, homie. Good luck. West Nile, 21. He never got life. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Does Hoover and Avalon get along? Yeah. Yeah, we don't. Avalon ain't got no problem with the Hoovers. 16 to life. Salute. Frankie Fleetwood, what's up, chill? Okay. But yeah, family and let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Did you see any Simon City Royals in Alabama prison? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tripped me out when I first ran across them. Now, for that question that he asked, Simon City Royal, for y'all who out there who don't understand what a Simon City Royal is, you know, in Chicago, they got disciples, they got vice lords, and they got disciple, they got BDs, and they got a lot of stuff. Simon City Royal is a white version of the disciples in Chicago. They out here in Alabama too. Big Tune, what's up? Did I know Neck Bone from Luders Park? Big Tune, okay. Stones, okay. Greensboro, North Carolina in the house. That's right. Poppy 336. Brown New Tune, are you still a vegan? Heck no. Heck no. That stuff made me sick, homie. Deuce the Factor. Me and Chill used to run track for the same church back in Montana. Okay. Down south, showing love from Florida. That's what's up. Tookie, West Side Crips, Raymond, East Side Crips. I'm gonna chime in on that one, homie. You got Tookie equal West Side Crips, Raymond equal East Side Crips. Well, you could say Tookie equal West Side Crips, but when it come to Raymond, he equaled all Crips everywhere. Everywhere. You know, you can't put Raymond in a box. That was the beginning. That was the Dundada. That was all of it. Raymond. Raw truth. You know any CCOs? Of course. Young Sex, have you ever seen a GD in California? No. Take it back. Well, no, I ain't never seen a GD. I was in the cell in prison in Cali with a BGD when they used to be BGD before they went GD and BD, before they went back to GD and BD. I had a cellie that was a BGD. But on the streets, I've never seen a disciple in LA on the streets. You got to look. You know, I've been out the loop though. Now I know homies that I've spoken with from different places that, you know, they got dudes, you know, GDs that's, you know, Same way, dudes move around. I just never ran into none. But they there though. They not there in a capacity where they set up shop. But you got dudes from Chicago that matter of fact, perfect example. Perfect example. The last time I was in LA, I I was walking, I was coming across 51st, finna go back up in the park. Now, I seen a dude, I hit him up, because he had a certain look about himself. And me and the homie was walking. So I asked the homie, I'm like, cuz, you know who that is? And he was like, nah, homie, I don't know. I'm like, come on. So, I'm from the old school. I do stuff like we used to do back in the day. You see somebody in your set, you don't know them, you hit them up. Cuz, where you from, homie? And that's what I did. When I seen the dude, I walked up on him. I say, because he was talking to another dude that was on a bike. So when I bell up on him, I'm like, what's up, cuz? They looked at me like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, homie, where y'all from? So the one dude said, I don't bang. The other dude said, I'm from Chicago. So when the other dude said he's from Chicago, I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, what are you a part of? What he said he was a BD though. He said I'm a BD. I'm like, okay. So I ran into a BD walking around. But yeah, that's how that go. Anthony Jones, were you ever in prison with any Bakersfield dudes? Yeah. I'm a retired maniac Latin disciple that has love for the real Crips standing on the sea. That's what's up, homie. Good looking out. Mike Watts, did LA County have that freeway? Hold on. Freeway Freddy problem? Yes, we did, homie. Yeah, man. Freeway Freddy used to get my food all the time. I used to want to catch him and make him a pet. Hold on. Oh, there go a question. Let me see. Why do people outside California think Crip and Blood run under 6 and 5 point stars? Homie, that's only for the people that are outside of California. Nobody in Cali pays attention to no numbers like that. Nobody. The Blackstones, they will probably be the only set that come close to it because the Blackstones they push the 5. But other than that, the 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that don't mean nothing in LA. That don't mean nothing in Cali. Oh, Poppy, is North Carolina considered the South? We kind of up north. I don't know. Janard, what up, cartoon? Okay, what's up, homie? Before you came home, and how long did you have the seat with the Overlord written on it? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. That's a cold question. Kalanda Hancock. Hey, Big Tune, what was your longest stretch before you came home, and how long did you have the seat with the Overlord written on it? Hey, man, hold on. Let me hit this fan. Wait. Now, guess what? Y'all see me when I went back just then to grab remember when I told you my shoulder blowed and it don't go up? You see, I could barely reach up there and get that. But he said, let me see. I mean, was yours. My longest stretch before I came out here to Alabama was 8 years in Cali. That was the longest stretch. I've been to, I think, 4 times in Cali, but that was the longest stretch. Now, as far as the chair go that you talking about with the Overlord written on it, man, I might have had that little spot on the bench for about a few months. I end up losing it because I end up going to the hole. I end up going to jail. I end up going to lockup. There go the homie. Okay. What? Come on, Butchie, cuz. Heavy C passed away? When? Cuz what, man, you got to call me and tell me about that, homie. Ain't nobody told me nothing about the homie passing away. Cuz get in the thing, homie, and tell me what happened, man, or call me later on. I didn't know Cuz was gone. Is this something that just happened? Because I was just talking to Bull and them earlier. He didn't say nothing about it. Do Bull know? That ain't boy losing homies back to back. Man, I turned that little air off. Boy, it got hot in here. Pure Hustle TV, Ernesto Marquez. What's up, homie? Tune, how is Mr. No Good doing? He doing good, man. I got to go over there and see him. What was your favorite breakfast spot on the east side? Oh, shoot, man. I don't know. Too long with the GDs. Okay. Hub City Steve, what's up, Big Tune Compton? Man, the homie just messed me up, man. Y'all, hold on. Y'all hold on for a minute, man. Hold up, cuz. Uh, one of my homies just popped in the live, y'all, and told me that one of my homies just passed away. I'm sorry, man, but I'm finna go. I got something I gotta check on. I'm sorry I gotta end this live, man. But it's a hurtful thing when you lose a homie, man. Man, I thank y'all. I love y'all, man, for coming in here, man, rocking with me, man. I hope y'all hit that like button. If you ain't hit it, man, on this one right here for me, man, just hit that like button for me, man. I gotta take care of this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm gone, y'all. Peace.